Oh, this is the part where we banter.
Ooh,
And
new movie. How's this feel, boys? Ooh,
it's
ooh.
it's a new movie. It's a new setting. Honestly,
It's a new
one of
century.
listen, I love the whole area of Greece. I would love to visit one day.
That's great. This was shot in Italy. So
Yeah, I was about to say,
It's a great part of Greece right here.
I'm definitely more of like I want the Grease that you see in the Mamma Mia movies versus the
Mhm.
Grease that you see in like Sword and Sandal movies, but that's just me.
I mean, my
Well,
favorite Grease is the Grease that has 30-year-olds playing high school students. That's my favorite Grease.
Listen,
That's
like
where Greece
Zeus,
is
it's
actually the word.
electrifying.
Yeah.
To be fair, Sucker Channing might have been 58 in that movie. There's a lot of
Well,
that in this movie too. We're gonna get to it, but there's a lot of like you're like, how the fucking old is this person? Like they're pretending to be old. This person's in makeup. This person's really old. This person's not
yeah.
old. And then
Well, well, just like Mamma Mia, guys. Here we go again. Let's do this.
March of the Argonauts. Don't worry, you'll hear it in about 2 seconds. Here we go. Roll it.
Welcome, everybody, to a brand new season of Sword Boys, located in Thessaly this time. My name is Robin.
I am Rick, and I beseech Zeus, God, King of the Gods, to bless this podcast.
I call upon the power of Hera and Hermes and those and Zeus and anyone else that's in this shot. And
Some other
I
people
call
laying
upon-
about.
I call upon Clash of the Titans, who definitely ripped off some of the shit we're going to see in this first cut. So get ready for it. And I'm Jonathan.
Hell, some of
That's
this
right,
shit is
we-
ripped off from Sinbad even before it. So
Oh,
go
yeah.
ahead.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, this is cut one of Jason and the Argonauts from 1963. It begins with opening credits, like you see on most movies of this era, and it ends with Jason vanishing in a puff of smoke.
Yeah. The part where
This-
he's like, landing
All right.
party to aboard.
Before we get started, I do want to say something about this movie. I know I've seen it in pieces, but I don't remember. I don't know. I can't remember watching it all the way through in
wow.
like 45 years. I think I was literally 5 years old when I saw this. I'm sure it was on like TBS or something. And I
Yeah.
was like, cool, look at the skeletons. A little baby sword boy running around with
Yeah.
a full beard, of course.
Of course.
And, of course.
You always
but
came with
I
that.
I don't remember any of this movie. So I'm going back into it. The only thing that got me, first of all, I was like, 1963, shouldn't this look better? And it doesn't. There's movies from 1963 that like have more of a modern feel to them. This movie feels like a 1950s, like a 51, not a 63. I was, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, okay, well, all right. And I mean, let's be honest, there are visual effects in almost every shot. So the reason it looks like shit is because it's film and then rear projected and then filmed again and then overlaid, and it's probably 4 generations to 6 generations old by the time it gets on film. So it looks like absolute dog poop to a modern viewer, but it looks
Yeah,
so
exactly.
good too. It also looks so good. So
Right.
I'm super excited for this first. I mean, this first cut already, I was like, holy crap, that's pretty damn good.
Rick, what's your history with Jason and the Argonauts?
Okay, I have never seen this movie before, and normally when I haven't seen something before, I'll like watch it all the way through. But I'm trying an experiment this time around. I'm just watching it cut by cut. So when I make sort of like predictions or guesses about what's
pulling a
happening
Jonathan.
later, they're legit guesses. Like I do not know what's happening because honestly, I cut up this movie into 6 little slices, but I didn't actually like watch it. I just used time codes. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be surprised, and I'm going to be looking forward to what we have ahead of us.
Like you said, there's some good fade in, fade outs here. This movie is episodic. Each of these cuts is going to be like a different little adventure for Jason, you know.
I mean,
And,
just
his
to go back to what I was saying about it, the way it looks, Cleopatra was made this year.
the same month.
Yeah, the one dude's in both.
Yep.
One dude worked his ass off in 1963. But and the Great Escape came out. From Russia with Love came out. These are all movies that in my mind look better.
Yeah.
But I really think it's the process. I think it's the effects have literally weighed down the movie. So I'm very excited to talk about this.
Well, I've got obviously tons of trivia to share with you, so why don't I just get right into it?
Get
okay?
into it. Well,
So
just like the sound, just like the music, please get into it. Boom, boom, boom,
boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom. Okay, so the first thing you see is a Charles H. Schneer production. So I want to tell you guys about Charles Schneer.
Please.
So he joined Columbia in the 40s after World War II, wrote a script for some 1948 Robin Hood film called Prince of Thieves. Sounds pretty boring. The next thing, early in the 50s, he's introduced to Ray Harryhausen. So these guys formed a partnership where Ray was developing amazing special effects work and Charles was in charge of getting those ideas put onto film. And they have basically a relationship of the artist and the benefactor. And there's not actually a director involved. They figure everything out first, the money and what effects they want to put into the movie. Then they get script writers to make the story. And then they're like, oh, let's bring a director in who's going to do everything we told them to do. So,
okay. I like that.
They had a great partnership. They always argued. There was one of the earlier movies they worked on was It Came From Beneath the Sea, and there's a giant octopus monster, and they said, all right, this octopus is only going to have 6 legs to save money, and they fought about it. Harryhausen actually says, we had many disagreements, which brings up that old saying, if 2 people think exactly alike, one of them is unnecessary. So let me just tell you about Ray. Okay, so Ray was 13 when the original King Kong came out. So he saw that at the Grauman's Chinese Theater, became obsessed with stop motion animation. So he started experimenting in his parents' garage. His parents super supportive. They were like, hey, take over the garage, do your thing, we'll fund it. They even named the family dog Kong because he loved King Kong so much.
Oh.
And the guy behind the effects of King Kong is Willis O'Brien. And so he went right to the source and was like, hey, I'm working in my garage. I made a couple of these films, and he's like, oh, go to school, come back to me. He took night classes in graphic arts and sculpture while going to high school during the day.
You got to be able to sculpt. You got to be able to sculpt in this.
Yeah.
This is 100% sculpting.
I wish we could see that original Harryhausen film that you showed. It was probably like one of those things where like straight out of Parks and Rec, where it's like 5 seconds of a guy standing up from a bed, and it's like, that's it. This took me 3 months.
How depressed was Ray Harryhausen? I want to ask. He started working on a dinosaur film with his good friend Ray Bradbury called Evolution. But then they saw the dino sequence in Fantasia, was like, well, let's scrap this entire thing. They did it better. So at age 29, he's invited by Willis O'Brien to animate his first major film, Mighty Joe Young, in 1949. And
I love that movie.
I love that movie too. Over the next 30 or so years, he helped animate 16 movies. He had to wait a couple years between each because they took so long to make. Jason was the 10th film and one of his most celebrated and Ray's favorite. This is his favorite film. So, the director, his other biggest film was Pete's Dragon. Director for hire. He also directed the Harryhausen film 1 Million Years BC, which everybody remembers Raquel Welch on the cover. Oh my God, she's wearing fur bikini.
Fuzzy britches.
Yeah. And the last thing I want to tell you about, just before we get into the movie, the original title was Jason and the Golden Fleece. They changed it to Argonauts because a Steve Reeves movie already had that title, and they had to redo the title card as a result. Based on the 3rd century Greek epic poem, the Argonautica, they had a $3.5 million budget. Cleopatra, which came out in the same month, had $40 million budget.
If you've never seen it, you should definitely go watch Cleopatra if you want to see the biggest movie you've ever seen. Like, even to this day, you're like, they built that as a set? Fuck, that is too big. It's too big. You gotta go watch it. But I mean, this has some good stuff in it already. I mean, this has some pretty nice sets, I'd say.
The The first idea came on the back of his last film, this back of the script for Mysterious Island, another good movie. He wanted to do a Sinbad sequel, Sinbad and the Age of Muses, where Sinbad and Jason team up and they go after the Golden Fleece and they go after skeletons and they go after Medusa.
Is that the one where where Shaq plays Sinbad or Sinbad being Sinbad? Because I get confused sometimes by those movies.
Yeah, that's Jason and Kazam, right? Or Kazam and the Argonauts.
That was a good movie.
Let's start the movie. We're on the shores of Thessaly, everybody.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got to sit through our opening credits because this is the 1960s.
Right. So the credits roll over kind of like they kind of do kind of a Prince of Thieves. They're kind of going slowly across a mosaic. What's funny is that the mosaic almost has nothing to do with Jason the Argonauts. Like I know. I was studying it. I was like, what is?
It does have a lot to do with the credit that is on the screen. Like when it talks about the composer, it's showing a couple of figures with instruments and things like that. And I'm like, I see what they're doing.
And then
here.
at the end, it shows
clever.
The director. It shows a 6-legged octopus.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, okay.
You got to have many hands when you're directing a complicated movie like this.
I guess.
We don't really talk about too much about music on here, but we do have to mention this is Bernard Herrmann's score, all horns and brass, and like around the same time he did Psycho, which is all strings.
Because it's the British Philharmonic, right? It's like the big guys.
The Royal Philharmonic.
Oh yeah.
Oh okay.
This is the King's Own.
Yeah, this is the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. So it's like because they shot all the interior stuff is done in England. All the exterior stuff is done in Italy and a couple other places.
Southern Italy. Yeah, they tried starting in Yugoslavia, but it wasn't working out.
Wow. Yugoslavia doesn't look like Greece.
Apparently it was too gray. And then, of course, they get down to Southern Italy, and that's what I was hinting at, the darkness. There's a lot of, they had to deal with a lot of bad weather. I mean, at the end of this cut, there's also another scene that's outdoors. They were just fighting against a storm that was coming.
I mean, that actually kind of works. That actually kind of works.
It feels more like there's God shit going on. There's thunder and dark clouds, you know.
Yeah, but this is back when you're using a camera the size of a Buick, and you really don't want to get hit by lightning.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. What about you? Did you have any background with it, Robin? You didn't mention your background.
I mean, I brought it up to the podcast because I watched it. It was one of those ones I watched like 100 times as a kid, and I have great memories of it. And I just remember always thinking like, oh yeah, Jason the Argonauts is on. Like I'm going to watch that. It's just a great adventure movie. And, I probably watched it right alongside the Clash of the Titans. Probably didn't even realize it was the same person, just a kid watching movies and, revisiting it. And I revisited all the Harryhausen movies at the same time. And I just had a blast with this one. So, skeletons with swords. Let's go.
The main guy, we haven't really talked about him yet, but Todd Armstrong, I don't really know him from anything. Like, there's nothing I would in my mind be like, oh yeah, Todd Armstrong. That's a name that sounds like a cool name. So I don't really. I was like, this must have been on like when I was a kid. WGN Classics had a thing on the Superstation where they would put on like this guy would come on and be like, today we're going to watch it. He would just name off a movie. It would be like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It would be Jason the Argonauts. I don't think they meant classics. I think they meant these movies at this point were only 20 years old when I was a kid. Yeah. So they would have only been like, okay, these are just old movies that we own and we're going to show them, basically.
But, these were also the movies that your history teacher could be like, oh, yeah, we're watching Jason and the Argonauts today.
Oh, yeah, this is a rainy day history, Western Civ. Yeah, even though you're like, sir, does this have anything to do with actual history? No, it's based on poems, and it's all made up
based
stories.
On. They changed a lot of stuff from the poem that I'll try to reference here and there. But you want to know about Todd? I give you the short fact. Todd's born John Harris Armstrong. He's from St. Louis, Missouri. He had his voice redubbed by this guy named Tim Turner, a guy that was called a British actor with a smooth transatlantic voice.
Yeah,
to match the British cast.
Every voice in this movie feels dubbed except for Honor Blackman, who I'm like, I know what she sounds like, and that's her. So
yeah. Yay. It's just Todd and Nancy. Nancy Kovac, who plays Medea, is also dubbed by someone who is British, even though they sound strangely kind of American anyway. How old do you think Todd was when he made this movie?
Well, he looks 45, so I'm
Yeah.
betting he's 22.
He's 26.
Okay.
Okay.
Close.
Yeah. So
Well, he's definitely playing younger.
yeah. 5 years ago, he moved to Pasadena. To
5
study
years ago
theater.
today?
No,
now?
5 years ago.
From now?
5 years from this movie.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, he had he graduated from film with his classmates Gene Hackman and Dustin Hoffman.
Oh.
so he was probably the best in the class, right? He had a trust fund from wealthy parents, but he just could not get hired. So he took a job landscaping and ended up gardening for Gloria Henry, who played the mom on the Dennis the Menace TV show, who then got him cast. Oh, he's handsome. Let's get him cast. Got him on some TV, and then his most famous role was Jason, and then just 12 more roles after Jason on his IMDb, just smaller and smaller stuff until 1983, where he just drops off. Settled down in the Virgin Islands with his wife. In 1992, got injured while working. I'm not sure what job, but then he got addicted to painkillers. Had a drinking problem already. Was hugely in debt because of a lavish lifestyle. So later that year, in 1992, at age 55, he shot himself.
Whoa.
God, that is such a thing that happened to so many actors. They just they basically get forgotten and they just lose their mind. And
I was Jason.
I was Jason. Well, my body was Jason. You didn't hear me talking, but it's good enough.
Yeah, the only other thing I want to say about Jason here is that he was Terrence Stamp was considered for this role as well.
Okay.
It was almost
been
Terrence
good.
Stamp in the Argonauts.
A young Terry Stamp. That would have been interesting.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. So
Yes. So we're here on the coast, and we're hanging out with Pelias and his soothsayer priest guy, who doesn't really get a name.
He doesn't have a name, even though he's in the credits. But that's what I was confused, because I looked at the credits and I was like, "Oh, what the? No, that's not him." He looks like he's wearing a wig. Guess what? He is.
Yeah.
He's wearing fake eyebrows and a fake beard and a fake hair, and it shows.
If you want to sell the fake wig or the fake beard, you got to get all three, so at least all the fakeness is consistent.
Yeah.
You know,
The theater arts department of Mount Olympus was pretty bankrupt at this time. Hermes was just having a hard time.
That's because we have kind of I feel like we have kind of a Fred Flintstone style Zeus in this movie.
Yeah.
He's very he sits around a lot. He's just lounging. This is not a Laurence Olivier style Zeus. Oh, we can rank Zeuses after a while. We're going to have enough Zeuses. I mean, right now,
we're up to 3.
He's already, I'm calling him Deuce because he's already second behind Liam Neeson.
He is played by a guy named Niall. We have a friend named Niall. Maybe that gives him a little bonus. We don't really have a friend named Laurence Olivier.
I have a friend named Laurence Olivier. It's Laurence Olivier.
Okay, never mind. I should have spoke for myself.
Well, he's everyone's friend. But yeah, so far I'm already like it's funny anytime anyone plays a god, because this movie does the Mid-Atlantic thing big time. It's everyone's talking like this. Everyone sounds like what's his face from What We Do in the Shadows.
Matthew Barry. Yep.
Yeah, it sounds like Matthew Barry in this movie. So I'm actually okay with that. I'm calling that let's call it the Gary Oldman voice. It's not Gary Oldman, the actor, but Gary Oldman. It's an old man voice. It's the way that we all talk in these movies. So that's why it's a little confusing when they meet new people, because they're like, oh, not this oily black-haired gentleman, it's this oily black-haired gentleman. Why are they so oily? Everyone in this movie is lubed up.
It's because it's Greece.
Oh, yeah. Greece.
It's in
Greece,
the name.
They wear Greece. Everybody knows this.
Yeah.
So Priest brings on this smoking bowl to Pelias. Yeah.
You have Robin's attention. Now you have my attention.
He's he sees the ashes in the future. He sees a great tree. He sees the prize of the gods, the golden fleece. And Pelias is like, how do I win?
This is just an accurate depiction of how prophetic predictions work. Because you watch the TV and the movies, and they go to get their fortune told, and it's always immediately. They always get their information immediately. When in reality, you got to wait around for your specific prediction to come through. It's like, when people turn on a radio in a horror movie and it's always like, oh, the maniac just it escaped. It's like, no, they'd have to listen through a few commercials and songs before you get to that part, I'm sure.
Yeah, so Hermes is like, hey, Zeus really wants this, so you're good. And so Pelias is like, all right, I'll leave my sword behind. And he's like, well, you're not going to hold the throne. You're going to be killed by one of the king's kids.
And how do you say his name
I guess
again?
I'll get my sword again.
Is it Aeetes?
Aeetes?
What's the king's name?
Oh, Aristo.
Yeah.
Aristo.
He was an aristocrat, perhaps.
Right.
Maybe that's where it came from.
Yeah, so we haven't talked about Pelias as a character. There are some differences here in the movie compared to him in antiquity. Okay. Pelias actually is the bastard son of Poseidon in the actual, stories that he is sourced from. I don't think he's meant to be a demigod in this story. We don't really hang out with him throughout the bulk of the story, I assume, because I haven't watched past cut 1.
Just go watch
Jason
Percy
Jackson.
Jackson. If you need any Poseidon half children, go watch Percy Jackson and read the books.
Can we just take a second for these gods? I mean, we're all played by chess pieces. They all work. They just constantly fuck with us. I think that's like one of my favorite things about Greek mythology. And like heroes are struggling against the gods. They're doing it for the gods. They have to honor the gods, but yet they just keep messing with them. Like it's just not fair at all.
Listen, I think the most messed up part is like the Greek gods keep treating their mortals below them as chess pieces, but also chess pieces that they actively have sex with. And I'm like,
yes,
and then stop having sex with the chess pieces.
And then usually when they have a child, they usually curse that child with some horrible deformity. And you're like, but you fucked somebody like as an eagle. How's it their fault now?
And it's not even, I actually do remember reading about that Pelias mythology because Poseidon actually disguised himself as the husband, much like an Excalibur. Like just love coming down, raping women, basically raping women. And
coming up, he's from the sea. He's not coming down, he's coming up.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Swimming up.
He gets that party started.
He's a seaman.
Yeah, but Pelias, he comes from humble beginnings. Because of his bastard nature, him and his brother were like left out in the wilderness by their mother, and they were found by a shepherd and raised up as like poor people. And as Pelias got older, he started to get power hungry, and he wanted to take back the throne that he felt was rightfully his, because his mother Tyro was married to King Cretheus of Iolcus. Man,
it doesn't matter.
These Greeks, the way they name stuff. So, like, technically, Pelias does have a bastard claim to the throne of Thessaly, which is why he's going to attack Thessaly.
So what you're saying, Rick, is that you're on Pelias' side for this
I'm just saying,
movie.
There
Thessaly
were a few
had
people above him, but he's playing the game of king chairs here.
Okay.
But by the way, on the way home on my drive, I was talking to ChatGPT and I asked them for a Greek translation of each of our names. So Jonathan, you're Ionis.
Excuse me?
Rick, you are Ionis. And Rick, you're or Ionis, I don't know. Rick, you're Ricardos, of course.
Ricardos.
Okay.
I got And Robin is just Robin, it says. So.
Oh, you're Greek as shit, man.
I don't well, it's not that. It's more like, the Greek really doesn't have time to make a name for you. You don't belong.
No. So this movie starts basically with a fight. If you've seen Troy, seen the beginning of Troy, it's basically that. They're running into the town, they're gonna destroy it.
You mean Helen of Troy from 1956, where a lot of this stock footage was yanked from?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that I saw that in the thing. I'm like, they just pulled all the footage from like that crappy footage that you think is in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think that's just Helen of Troy from another movie. Man, that sucks. That really sucks.
They used to do that all the time back then.
The Harryhausen's like, I could have faked that. I could have made it. I could have made the town.
What I think sucks is that Pelias hears that Zeus wants him to take the city, and so he takes his sword. He's like, I'm going to lay it on the fire as an offering to Zeus. And I'm like, don't do that. You're going to ruin the temper on your sword. Please, come on.
As a sword boy, we're all like, mm-mm.
Yeah. And then, like,
a scabbard, hang that on a wall.
The soothsayer's like, yeah, but you're going to get overthrown by one of Aristo's kids. And Pelias immediately picks the sword back up, and he's like, well, guess I'm going to be killing children.
Actually, it'd be funnier if he like picks it back up, and then he's like, but he's not going to kill you until he's an adult. Well, then I'll put it back down. But if you kill him now, you don't have to worry about him. Okay, I'll take my sword. Okay.
Like, is Zeus sitting there up on Olympus? He's like, hey, look, Pelias, he's making an offering. Oh, wait, no, he's taking the offering back. What is this?
What we learn
what is this
later,
arrangement here?
What we learn later is that Zeus, Fred Flintstone Zeus, doesn't really pay attention to shit and like plan ahead. So he's just like, I want him to take the city, but he kind of is going to take it in a half-assed way. And it's only until Hera comes in, thank God, and says, well, I'm going to help this kid, you dick.
Listen, Zeus doesn't care about details. He doesn't care about planning.
I'm a big picture kind of guy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm using the wrong voice. I am a big picture kind of guy.
Like, can I transform into an animal and fuck it? No, then I don't care.
Pelias, by the way, is played by Douglas Wilmer. He's best known for playing Sherlock Holmes in the 60s TV series, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock?
He was also in
Sherlock.
Adventures of Sherlock Holmes's Smarter Brother with Gene Wilder.
Okay.
He was considered by the Sherlock Holmes Society of London to be the definitive Sherlock Holmes. And in later years, he actually owned a wine bar called Sherlock's. And got a cameo in Benedict Cumberbatch's Sherlock series. He was also in Octopussy. We already have seen him in Sword of the Valiant. He played the Black Knight.
Okay.
Okay.
He was also in the Golden Voyage of Sinbad with Harryhausen. He's also in Cleopatra this month with the guy who plays the priest / Hermes, Michael Gwynn. And the other overlap here is that the stock footage from Helen of Troy also that movie also features Niall McGuinness, who plays Zeus. So
remember
it's a movie where the guys was in.
Remember, Elizabeth Taylor almost died in that movie, so they had to shut down for months.
Yeah, it was a snake, right?
No, that was late. That's in the movie. It was an asp.
I didn't.
But she.
What'd you call me?
If you go back, I'm gonna push Cleopatra some. If you go back and watch that movie, she's exquisite, and then she's exquisite in the end. But you can see a giant scar like across her chest, and you're like, oh my god, like because she's like fucked up. I forget what exactly her sickness was. I will have to look that up when we do Cleopatra, man. But,
is there swords in it?
Sure, you know what? I know
Cleopatra somewhere.
So. There's Sphinx, so it stinks.
Oh, this movie stinks.
But yeah, the fight lasts 5 seconds. There's this woman brings her child crying. This is more Clash of the Titans where they stole from, where she basically lays it on the altar.
The thing that happened in the future, they stole from that.
Yes, lay it on.
Which they also made.
Clash of Titans stole from.
Yeah.
She lays it on the lap of Hera, and but that's not the child, right? Correct? That's not Jason. Jason has been taken.
Exactly. I don't know the state of King Aristos before he was killed by Pelias, but he basically gave his youngest baby daughter, Philomena, to his oldest daughter, Brises, and said, run, bitch, run. And then he gave his son, Jason, to just
a soldier.
And this soldier is like the least stealthy guy you will ever see, because you literally in the background, he runs out of a door holding a baby. And he's like, which way should I go? I don't know which way to go. I'll go this way. And then he
put the baby in a backpack, dude.
Yeah.
At least hide it.
Like if
what's interesting about this,
if the soothsayer wasn't there to like stop the soldiers and be like, guys, ignore it. And the soldiers are like, we don't care. We're not doing anything anyway.
I'm not getting paid to give a shit about the baby. So
yep.
There's some reason why Hermes has decided to save this baby is probably just because, well, I prophesized that I got to make sure Jason lives.
It's a self-serving prophecy. Yeah.
They're putting their finger on the scale.
So yeah, Robin has given up the big thing is the soothsayer is Hermes in disguise.
Yes.
And that's an interesting connection because Hermes gave the golden fleece, it was a golden ram originally. Part of that original story, he's connected to the golden ram. Later on, we'll find about the golden fleece. Hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that everyone's name's like Crasilmulus and Nephili. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the ram is sacrificed and the golden fleece is given to a king. So the golden fleece, you'll see it in like mythology. It like heals all wounds, makes everybody happy. It has lots of powers.
Yeah, we're
I
going
just
to hear
remember being
Jason run
fascinated
through
by it.
all of
Yeah,
the cool
he'll
things it
go
can
through
do.
all the shit it does.
I was fascinated by it as a kid, though. I was like, oh, the golden fleece. That's like the holy grail, you know?
But imagine how itchy it is. Let's just be honest. I don't want to wear like I remember because doesn't that happen in either a Hercules cartoon, which we will get to Hercules. He is in this movie.
Man, all cartoons.
But isn't there a version or a movie? Didn't the Hercules movie with The Rock? Didn't he wear basically the golden fleece?
I mean, he wore the Nemean lion.
Right, the Nemean lion. That's different now, but I've seen it also where he has the golden fleece. Because he's one of those guys that's like, yeah, I'm super strong, but I also now basically you can't even if you stab me, it's not going to hurt because I'm wearing the golden fleece. But I love knowing little Robin was in love with the golden fleece.
I just wanted to wear it, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
If the golden fleece protects you from being stabbed, Brycey's definitely could have used it in this instance because she runs into the temple of Hera. She puts Philomena on the lap of the Hera statue and then starts praying.
By the way.
Yeah, it's a baby. Doesn't matter. And she's like, Hera, protect me, Hera. And then Pelias comes in and is like, hey, are you Brycey's? Stab.
Boom. Actually, she's like, please protect my baby sister, Philomela or whatever. And then she's like, and also, if I am worthy, please protect me also. And Hera, standing off in the shadows, probably listening to all this, is like, the baby, yeah. But, I mean, how much have you done for me?
Yeah. So out of the shadows steps Honor Blackman, and she's like, I wouldn't do that if I were you, Pelias. And Pelias is like, this is the will of Zeus. And she's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. What are you talking about?
Right. This is that he gave you a kingdom that basically the rest is all your fault. You're pulling this on yourself. And this is another classic God gotcha moment. Like, oh, but you followed my will, but you did that one selfish thing and now you're fucked.
I mean, great. Listen, it was prophesied that he would take the city and he would rule it for a time. Yeah. And it's like, you know what? Pelias, be happy with the time that you have. Don't get greedy and start murdering children in the temple of Hera. Like, at least drag her outside and then kill her. So you're not,
insulting the gods.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because the whole thing here where Hera has decided to protect Jason is stemmed from just her being completely insulted that a murder happened in her temple. I mean, even says that in mythology too. It's just, it's a big a profanation, as they were calling it.
Yeah, it's funny. Hera doesn't like Pelias in every iteration that I've read. It's like she always has it out for this guy specifically.
Yeah. Is it as a result of the death in her temple, or she just hated him all?
Yeah, he just keeps murdering people in Hera's temples in all iterations. And I'm like, dude, stop.
Yeah.
20 steps that way.
What I don't understand here is that she tells him, hey, listen, you killed he's like, well, Zeus misled me. I guess I'll just go kill Jason. I should have killed Jason to begin with. Why did I even do that? And
I love how his response to being told you will be defeated by Aristos' son, Jason. And he's like, oh, you mean I only had to kill that one? I didn't have to kill this one? There go my priorities.
But then there's the God, like, I've now fucked you. It's that she literally says, like, kill Jason and you're going to kill yourself. And I'm sitting in the, watching going, why? What? All right. Because?
Yeah. But meanwhile, there's a whole sheriff's office of people behind him. And he's like, yeah, let's all kill Jason.
Yeah. I have a couple of things about Honor while we're on her. Am I right, guys?
Roll in the hay. If you've ever seen Goldfinger, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Pushy galore. Yes, she just came off of the Avengers, and this was a year before being Pussy Galore. How old do you think she was during this movie?
Well, she looks 35, so I'm betting she's 26.
She's 35.
Oh,
you got it
all
right
right.
on the button. Yeah, she was 39 in Goldfinger. She was the oldest Bond girl and the first British one. So,
God, she looks great.
Well, she's Honor Blackman, top notch.
Yeah.
passed away in 2020 at age 94.
Yeah.
94.
Another star that will refuse to come on our podcast.
Yeah.
Because she's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah. I'll just dig her old bones up. 5 years.
Maybe her
She's so
bones will
fresh.
maybe come after you with a sword. You don't know.
Ooh.
I'd watch
Shall
that.
we go to Mount Olympus, or are we still talking
All
about
right,
the Temple of
so
Hera?
meanwhile, in
Meanwhile.
Robin's apartment, it's just
I was about to
covered
say,
in it's just tons of smoke.
Yeah, because it's important that Pelias is told you're going to be dethroned by a man wearing one sandal. Have fun thinking about that for the next 20 years. Peace out, and Honor Blackman just disappears.
I know, and it's almost like set up like a riddle. Like, why say you're going to be killed by a man with one sandal, and then saying, and his name is Jason, and he's the son of King Urs. Like, not just like not have Pelias like constantly looking at people with one shoe, like getting freaked out. Like why did he even say the thing about the sandal in the first place? We'll get to it anyway.
Yeah. So meanwhile, on Olympus,
Meanwhile, on Mount Olympus,
at the Legion of Doom.
I listened to this is our first like true, I would say first true effect.
Yeah.
Is a little bit of green screen. We get a little projection green screen.
The smoke effect, yeah.
Yeah, it's not quite, we're not quite there yet. There's a smoke overlay over the film, which is just kind of just floating outward like constantly. Whatever.
It's like if you hit your head really hard, this is basically how you see.
He's seeing sparkles on the edges.
It's all sorts of floaters.
He's also in front of his spraying pool.
Yep.
And he kind of moves his hand. You can definitely tell that he is in front of something, and it's really herky jerky, but it's a pretty good shot. I mean, you notice the hand when they do the hand thing, there's nothing below them, because if they do the hand thing while the picture's moving underneath it, they would have to keyframe out every frame of his hand. Yeah. So his hand moves and then a picture shows up.
Yeah, there's a lot of like things that you notice them, okay, we got to do this because of the effect. Like when they fade into the scene, nobody's really moving. And then once they stop fading, then Zeus starts moving. It's sort of like a millennial pause type of thing. He's pressed record on his phone, and he's got to make sure it's actually running before he can step forward and sit down. And then everybody freezes while Hera teleports in.
I listened to a great commentary by Peter Jackson and his effects guy, and they talked over this movie. And he was talking about like you have to keep the movie. The camera's got to stay static because of the background and the effects. Right. Like Harryhausen is doing all this stuff, and it says it puts the onus on the director to create a visual composition. So we're looking at a painting right here that they set up, and and it's not going to move. Even if there's a woman in the background every once in a while looking at the camera and then looking away.
And the smoke is actually interesting because the way they did it was instead of smoke coming outwards, it's like coming in, like they reversed it because I think it probably looked like shit. Because when it goes out, you can see the clipping of the mask of where Honor Blackman's supposed to be. When it comes in, you're kind of like, whatever. Basically, you get flushed. You're flushed into the scene in the smoke. It's not bad. It's looking this stuff up, if you look it up, the way most of this stuff was done is not in camera. They shoot like multiple plates. They shoot the plate with no one in it. They shoot the plate with Honor Blackman in it. They then cut out Honor Blackman, and then they project that plate, and then in this one they just cut out where she was and put in smoke behind it, and so the smoke is like actually behind her silhouette. So it's a little, to your eye, you're like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like, it's a little jarring.
I'm sorry. I was talking about the smoke effect, like over the entire.
Oh, well, there's that too. But there's lots of different effects kind of going on in this movie.
That's right.
But I still, at no point am I like, this is shitty. I'm just like, it's so cool that they're doing this for the first time. That Ray Harryhausen
this is fun.
I've never done this before. What if we did this?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the Olympus set compared to the other ones that we've seen?
It's not terrible.
Yeah.
It's really not. It could be worse. Let's put it this way. We've seen worse.
Yeah.
I think the one from Clash of the Titans is pretty shitty because it's so like they put, at least on this one, they put vapors on the things. So you're seeing the vapor, but you can still tell it's like far back. Like they definitely built that set as far back as deep as it goes.
Titans looks a lot more polished, and there's more to the set. It's not just looking at this one background. They bring the camera out into
if you listen
areas.
If you listen to our Patreon, you know that also there's 100% less Nanny McPhee hiding behind one of those columns. If you don't understand that reference, tough shit. You got to listen to the Patreon. That's how it works.
Nanny was 11 when Clash of the Titans was being made and snuck on set.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So Hera shows up and she's like, Zeus, did you tell Pelias it was okay to murder someone in my temple? And he's like, no, I didn't say that.
I did not say you shouldn't do that, but you did it and it sucks.
Yeah. I do get such a kick out of the fact that like Zeus is like, no, you can't help Jason. You can help the baby because she's a little girl and that's, a girl thing.
Yeah.
And Hera's like, no, I want to help Jason. He's like, all right, fine. It's like, okay, for all of his bluster as king of the gods, I think he knows that he spends like 90% of his time transforming into animals and having sex with mortals. And he's like, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't have the high ground here. I'll do like a little stipulation just so I can, feel like I have the power.
Yeah, so it's because
5 chances.
Because she was prayed to 5 times about this baby, so you get 5 do-overs, 5 whatever you want to call them.
Divine interventions, yeah.
Yes. So okay, so the movie has a ticking clock.
I thought what I was puzzled about, Zeus there's a moment where he's looking at the pool and he's seeing the temple of Hera, and we see what Pelias does after, which is just kind of like he stands there and then he turns around and walks out of the temple. And I'm like, did he leave the baby on the lap of Hera? I guess I was, we see that he has a son at the end of this clip. That would have been kind of interesting to kind of tie that in, like the baby was a boy, but it wasn't Jason, and this guy gets raised up.
Oh, and he raised him as his son.
Yeah.
That kind of level of storytelling wasn't going to happen for a few more years. We just got to get to the Godfather for that.
They're changing all sorts of mythology around here. The other thing that when Pelias runs his sword through Briseis, it's like a disturbing scream. And it almost sounds like, was she holding the baby when he was ramming the sword through her back? Because it doesn't sound just like a woman screaming.
No, the baby knew what was going on. It was,
I'll be up here.
More aware. Yeah.
Don't pay attention. Baby, stop crying. Yeah.
Yeah. So we only ever actually hear Briseis say Hera once. But she spends a lot of time down on her knees praying. So we're paying attention to Pelias and Hera in disguise as the priestess. So like she's probably just down there being like, Hera, 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 Hera.
Yeah. Bloody Mary. Wait.
Yeah. But so we get the stipulation. Hera can help 5 times. And Hera's like, well, let's see how this shakes out. It's been 20 years in the 30 seconds we've been talking. So she sits down and she waves her hand over the pool and we get a 20 years later.
Yeah. Does that mean that the gods can't go back in time if they want to? But time goes by really fast. So like, is some of their fuck ups coming from like, oh shit, I let that day pass.
Oh yeah.
3 years ago.
Oh, I went up to my big chair and I was getting my pen and I came back to the pool and he's fucking dead. So shit. Yeah. All my plans are, I'm so mad. I'm going to go have sex with somebody. I'll be right back.
This reminds me of that planet on Interstellar. God damn it. So yeah, we are on the shores of Thessaly. King Pelias, in more of a black and white number now, rides at Clompy, comes into the picture. And
thank God. Well, that's Clompy. That's my grandfather.
Clompus.
Clompus.
The Greek Clompy.
Clompus the first.
And then he pulled off his own stunt by throwing Pelias because Hera pops out of the bushes like Obi-Wan scaring the Jawas.
I was about to say it felt like Hera was like, I'm Hera, Queen of the Gods. Welcome to Jackass. This prank is called Soak the Asshole.
Yes. And she like disappears into smoke, and then the smoke appears above the water, seems to go into the water, and then drags Pelias back into the water. Like, we're really fucking with him.
Yeah, I love that she's like doing that to get Jason to save him. It was I'm like, why even introduce them? You're causing problems, Hera. Also, does this count as helping?
I think so, yeah.
Is this
Yeah,
one?
I think this counts as one.
That's not helping. You didn't help shit. You just made it worse.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jason was just randomly standing on the opposite shore, and then he sees someone go into the water, and then like suddenly you hear like the and then the piano kicks up, and I'm like, oh, is that Jimmy Jameson's I'm Always Here starting to play? And then Jason just goes like full on slow motion into the water.
Is it funny that even in 1963, magic still only gets a harp as the sound effect of magic? Magic is always blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that's
if you
true.
look at I Dream of Jeannie, all these movies, it's always blah, blah, blah. We should go back and now I kind of want to go watch the Sinbad movies, and every time that there's some magic, do they harp it? Because Sinbad's not really harp music. That's a different place. So here you're like, you got a lyre or whatever. It's called a lyre, right? The little thing that Hermes is playing, like a lyre.
Yeah.
He is
a little harp. It's a little harp. A little harp.
A little
it's
harp.
Funny.
That's a treat.
Are there harps played during the harpy scene? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We see the pilot episode for Smallville where Clark is saving Lex from drowning, and he's like, "I owe you my life. We'll have our friendship will be the stuff of legends." No, so Jason helps Pelias onto the shore, and Pelias is like, "Let me show you the hospitality of my camp. I'm not going to give you my name. There's probably no reason I have a camp here."
Yeah.
Nobody's going to call me by my name, by the way, when I walk through, but
he notices very quickly that Jason only has one sandal, and Jason's like, oh, I guess I lost it in the river when I was saving your life. Oh, what a goof 'em up.
Oopsie. So shall we go to Pelias' camp now? We got some dancing going on.
There's always dancing.
Oh, the harp is still going.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy walking with dogs. And Pelias has changed costume. He's now back in his red and gold that he was wearing when he invaded Thessaly.
Yep.
Nobody salutes. Nobody's like, hail king. You know, how you liking your sojourn to the shore?
Look, he has a casual thing with his subjects. He's more of a people's king. He was a general first. Yeah. So he doesn't go with all that pomp and circumstance. And then the soothsayer comes up, and he looks like shit still. Now we're seeing his costume in full daylight, and I'm like, this dude is like bad Chinese kung fu movie sensei.
Yeah,
but when
those eyebrows are insane.
But when you consider that he's 20 years older and he looks exactly the same, like same for Pelias, they have aged so well over the last 2 decades.
That'll happen.
At least with the soothsayer, I should say, we at least know that there's a reason why he might not look any different.
Right. And Rick, you know why he looks so good? Grease.
Yeah.
Grease.
He's well moisturized.
They are so oily in this movie. I love it. Every time they show up, their hair and they're just there's to the point of, I'm like, I bet they smell fantastic. They're all just like, I don't want to be racist, but do they smell like olive oil? I mean, I feel like they do because they're so oily.
I mean, whatever you're putting into your body, it will eventually be sweating out. I mean, I was smell like garlic
grapes in front of them. Those are olives. They're just eating just whole olives.
We don't know his entire diet. I don't know.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. You know, Pelias, under whatever, guise he's like, I think he just is like a wealthy stranger to Jason at this point. But they get back to the camp. I'm sure he's still soaking wet. Oh, pardon me. I'm going to duck into this tent real quick. Completely change my outfit so that I'm dry. And then we can walk over to the dancer tent.
This is our first inclination. Is Jason stupid? Why does he not know? Like, why is he like, I'm going to kill that guy. That guy's a dick. I'm taking back my land. Dude, you can read
this guy isn't the guy.
Read the room, bro.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing. Like he shows up here and he is like, I am here to kill King Pelias. Like there's no like there wasn't something Hera did to point him in this direction. He was already on his way and probably would have had this meeting under different circumstances, I suppose. Maybe Hera was like, well, maybe if Jason saves him from drowning, then Pelias will bring him into his custody and murder him later.
But I love
That's how you do it. You keep your enemies close. He's read Sun Tzu. He knows what you're supposed to do.
I just love how Pelias is kind of talking around Jason. Like he straight up says, like once Jason's like, I'm the rightful king of Thessaly and I'm going to kill Pelias. Pelias is like, I've been waiting for you for 20 years and no one fought harder on the night that your father died, than I did.
I didn't get that.
I knew your father. When I met him, he was already a good pilot.
But it's just like great. He's basically saying, yeah, I fought really hard when your dad got killed. I killed him.
You notice when they do the close-up shot of the soothsayer, he looks just like Michael Palin.
He really looks a lot like Michael Palin.
I'm like, it's just
so much.
It's like him in like old man costume. Except he's got a giant mole on his face, which is weird that a god would have a mole. But okay.
It's a beauty mark. Not a mole. Come on.
It's an olive pit.
This is mythology. It'll probably grow into some sort of epic hero from his face.
Facebus.
So yeah, Jason is just like, the king turned this place into a terrible place, evil. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to take the throne. But then he's like, but I want to make sure that everybody believes in the gods, which I don't believe in.
Yeah. It kind of feels like Jason has a bit of PDS. Pelias derangement syndrome.
Oh, nice.
Walking around saying, everything's terrible now that Pelias is king and everything was so much better beforehand.
You know how much eggs are now?
Oh, God.
Because we don't see any of the stuff that he's talking about. He's like, oh, yeah, famine is rampant in the land. And I'm like, where?
Well, the cameras can only be on the shore here.
Everything looks totally idyllic and nothing looks wrong. And he's like, this place is a shithole. And I'm like, really? No, it looks fine, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Even your dancers are ugly. What? No, they're nice. They're nice. Why are you being so mean, Jason?
They're nice people.
And in thinking about this, I was thinking, so Pelias basically was like, okay, Jason, you wanted to kill me. Hey, go check out that golden fleece, though. Let me tell you about this. Like, it would have made more sense if Pelias told him about the golden fleece and was like, go off in this direction, because Jason was just like, I'm going to kill the king. I'm going to get the golden fleece and get the fleece first, then kill the king.
Yeah.
It works better.
Why does he even know about the fleece?
Well,
how does Jason even know about
legends? The fleece? So in the actual legends that Jason comes from, he was squirreled away from the city when it was sacked by Pelias, very much the same way. But he, instead of being raised by God knows who, like in this movie, he was raised by Chiron the centaur.
We miss this movie.
Raised by a mythical creature. Of course he would know all about this golden fleece bullshit.
Look, I don't even want to talk about those half-breed centaurs. That shit's gross. Talk about
you down with that?
Oh, I didn't know Clumpy was a racist. Oh no.
Half-breed.
Mudblood.
I don't like it. Keep horses pure.
Oh, I'm so disappointed.
4 on the floor.
Got some human blood in him. So this is where Jason's like, tells you about the golden fleece. It's got the power to heal. It's got the power to bring peace and get rid of plague and famine. So it's good stuff.
Yeah,
sure.
So by holding it up or something, I don't know, rubbing it on
famine, the famine that's going on right now in this luxurious Italian countryside.
Yeah. Yeah, you should bring it to the well area where in the other movie we just watched. Anyway. So then Jason's like, all right, I'm going to go rest. And that's when Pelias' son steps out. He's like, you going to let this guy live?
Yeah, it's, oh gosh, what's his name? Acastus?
Acastus.
Yeah, Acastus is like, Dad, you're just going to let him go?
Yeah.
Why? And I'm like, oh, this guy's going to be an absolute delight to have around for the rest of this movie. I am sure.
Someone please stab him. as soon as possible, or drown him in some way.
Thankfully, he has a sword. That's all I'll say. Some reason for him to be around.
So now, So Jason goes and farts off to some ruins and shit.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm a little bummed that they're ruins at this point, because there were ruins now. Like, I don't want ruins then.
I know that's a huge thing. It's like, why are there ruins now? Well, I mean, I guess
who are these the ruins of? 2,000 years before you guys, there wasn't much going on over there.
Yeah, I love the explanation from Hermes where he's like, well, you know, sometimes the gods are bastards and they like blow over each other's, you know, statues and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, Hermes, who did you piss off for them to destroy your statue like this?
Yeah.
Rick, I like that
Mercury.
Your Hermes voice kind of has like a Canadian thing to it. Like, oh, don't you know I'm just a good-natured Hermes up there.
Yeah.
Messenger of the gods. You know me.
Yep, that's me, the prowler of the night.
Slayer of the liar. That's me.
Like, Hermes, maybe don't describe yourself as a prowler. Of the night, just creeping into people's windows.
I'm a pervert of the mist. What? What'd you say, Hermes? Nothing.
I mean, maybe they could say that, they could explain it away, but like they did have a battle 20 years ago. Maybe it got destroyed in the battle, but instead he's like, oh, you know, we mess with these gods, mess with each other, and yeah.
It must be really tough for Hermes. Every time he moves into a named neighborhood, he's got to go around to all the neighbors and have them fill out the form.
Oh.
Recognizing that he's a known prowler.
Hello there, I'm Hermes. Got to introduce myself.
I will be living in your neighborhood.
It's more of an order of the gods, if you know what I mean.
Do you think Hermes was like soothsaying these past 20 years and just kind of hung out on Earth? And when he shows back up in Mount Olympus, he's like, God, it's been forever since I've been here. Like, oh, we just saw you a couple hours ago.
I say, what do you mean forever? It's been like 3 seconds. It's like, oh, wait, yeah, that's the time dilation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's this cool statue laying on the ground. Jason's kind of like, oh, that's gross. And he walks away, and Hermes kind of tells him the story of, like, you know, sometimes gods have fights and they knock shit down. So I guess someone had a fight with Hermes, like he was being a dick about something. And
like I said, it's probably Mercury. So the Roman version of Hermes came and fucked some shit up and left.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm the messenger. Steal my shit. I'm a planet, motherfucker. You're not.
Yeah. You can't take these wings from my shoes.
Yeah, so Jason's like,
I don't know.
Yeah, so getting back, Jason's like, oh man, I don't even know where this golden fleece is. And Hermes is like, well, no man can tell you, but a god could. And Jason's like, I don't know, man. I mean,
by the way, we should hurry because it's about to fucking storm. If you look at the background,
let's wrap it up, people. Cut.
I mean, this scene, you're watching the wind. The wind's blowing a little bit, but if you look behind Jason, you're like, oh shit, there's a fucking monsoon coming to them right now. Let's go, hurry up. Because at one point,
these are about to look worse.
Because they're on set. I mean, they're on in practical. They're practically there, and then the green screen. And they're like, why are the close-ups in green screen? Because they're not doing magic yet.
Yeah.
Obviously, this was shit they had to shoot later, and they're just like, I don't know, just put it in the background. Just put some of the stuff we shot.
Put it in.
Yep. And then, oh my God, he turns into a bemold Hermes with a really bad helmet that doesn't fit him.
He goes full Michael Palin.
Yep.
That's my dad's helmet. It doesn't really fit.
Hermes has him stand in the magic box.
Yeah, what's up making him stand in the box?
And then instead of doing the peel off the beard, peel off the eyebrow, they do the ripples.
Harps. Yeah, harps. I think he stands in the pedestal because it's almost like he's a chess piece, right? And the next scene is going to be he's staying there as a chess piece.
Well,
and Jason could not be more underwhelmed that he just turned into Hermes. At no point does he even go, hey, it's Hermes. Nothing.
Yeah. Holy shit, you're the size of a skyscraper. Even though I don't know what a skyscraper is.
This is a great effect. This looks fucking badass.
How they blow him up?
They let him kind of. I guess the gods are physically bigger. Like they're just big people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and not big people like Rick and I are tall compared to some people we know. I'm saying big people like real big.
Yeah,
like gigantic big.
Yeah, so Hermes gets real big and then like turns into smoke, and then off to the side, Chief O'Brien is like, all right, here you go. And then he powers up the teleporter and the the flames start licking from below, and Jason is turned into smoke, and then like, ooh, we go up into the clouds.
Right. I'm interested. Like, are we talking Next Generation, or is he being beamed aboard Deep Space Nine right now? I'm thinking Mount Olympus is more of a Deep Space Nine kind of place.
Absolutely.
He's turned into a fart and sent up Cardassian style. It's definitely more of a Cardassian teleporter.
Right. Oh, can you imagine Quark running a bar on Mount Olympus? I mean,
that's basically Dionysus. Quark is Dionysus. He is our god of revelries and Damjat, I guess.
Oh, so that's why Dionysus is in the back, and he's like, human female.
Yes. Dionysus, also known huge sexist.
And all this time, Zeus has been Odo. Okay.
Wow, didn't see that coming. So and this is where this cut ends, because I watched a little further ahead because I didn't know where we were supposed to go. So we ended with the smoke.
Mm-hmm.
In a puff of.
Yeah. So if you stop watching the movie now and believe it's just a little 15-minute short film, you're like, oh no, Jason was burned alive. He's never going to retake Thessaly. Oh no.
And for some reason, The Simpsons is starting right now. Blue skies and clouds.
But it's in that font, that Greek font that they always use for any restaurants named Pegasus or something, or the Acropolis.
Yeah.
A good first cut, guys. This has some pretty great cutting edge. I mean, these are cutting edge effects. The people of ILM, everyone that worked at ILM that were still doing models for the Star Wars, talk about these movies. These are the guys. Ray Harryhausen and his team are the guys who became ILM. Would not have it without them.
Yeah, watch.
I'm sure some of them became the old men of ILM. Guaranteed. Yeah. We'll have to look that up.
I think Dennis Murin is one of them, and actually did work with Harryhausen.
Yeah, we'll have to look it up, because Harryhausen, I know he had a team. You can't do this shit by yourself.
No.
I would love to see who moved on and became like some of the grandfathers of ILM, who are now starting to die off.
Kind of like the David Fincher.
Yeah.
That's working in the background. That's going to become David Fincher.
Yeah.
What if we put him in some sort of dildo that has razor blades on it?
No, David. I need you to stay over there. Let Ray work.
Yeah. All right. So
I'm excited. This is really good.
Yeah, there is some good stuff coming. So stay tuned, because next time, high atop Mount Olympus, Jason is granted an audience with the gods. Receiving only the location of the Golden Fleece, he holds a games to find the most capable adventurers in all of Greece. With a crew assembled, Jason visits Argus, the shipbuilder, and they name the ship the Argo. Sailing out under the watchful eye of Hera, Jason and the Argonauts are directed to supply on the Isle of Bronze. What sort of wonders await our intrepid heroes among Hephaestus's bronze monuments? Find out in Cut 2 of Jason and the Argonauts.
Oh man, they're putting together the Harlem Argonauts. I can't wait.
I know. If you like got to get the team together, and you'll be surprised by maybe a couple of team members, or at least one of them. Tune in.
I'm excited. I can't wait to meet this band of merry men and maybe women. I don't know what they went.
I do like that. I just realized that Rick, every time he does the next time, he's using his Mount Olympus voice.
That's his Zeus voice. He's been using it for years.
We never noticed until now.
Next time something's going to happen that I didn't plan well. I don't really care. I'm a god. What do I care? I'll piss on you all. All right. Well, cool. See you in 2 weeks.
See you then.
Clang, clang.
Clang, clang.
Clang, clang.